Today I met Mr. Buscemi, a VR entrepreneur. A lot of what we talked about today was about VR technology from a socio-technical perspective, where society affects technology, but also how technology affects society. Here is what we discovered. Hey, Mr. Buscemi.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Where are you heading?
I'm actually headed up to a meeting right now.
Oh,
I can walk and talk though.
okay. What's that thing you got in your hand?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is Buscemi Corp's brand new virtual reality headset.
Could I try it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, I don't want to break it, but can you explain to me what VR is?
Yeah, sure. VR stands for virtual reality. Virtual reality is the idea of creating a digital space, digital graphical space, and then viewing it through these lenses, and it makes it three-dimensional, and it makes it feel like you're really there. You know, like you move your head around, and it feels like you're there.
Wow, that
it's
sounds
great.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're really excited about the market possibilities for using it.
Did it just drop or something?
Believe it or not, no, it actually didn't just drop. The technology's been around since the 1800s. 1832, Sir Charles Wheatstone that's what the lab coats tell me. He invented it, but with paintings. He made two paintings at slightly different perspectives, and then those 2D images layered together actually create a real 3D image.
Oh, so how did it get from static picture to where it is now?
Well, I know the U.S. Air Force actually used the technology for quite a while to train pilots and all that. More or less, it became kind of more consumer friendly with science fiction coming up with the idea for a head-mounted display.
Well, I heard you have a meeting. Do you mind if we talk about this later?
Yeah, absolutely. You can hit me up after the meeting.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, see you then.
Oh, hi, Mr. Buscemi.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Good. How was the meeting?
It was good. We were just talking about all the legality with the lawyers and the pencil pushers and all that.
Oh, so regarding laws, would you think laws exist in a virtual world?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. We don't want a crime syndicate or something popping up because of our product.
Would VR criminals be considered cyber criminals?
I mean, yeah, it depends. VR, it has its own unique crimes, someone could, for example, invade someone else's virtual world or something, and that's like an invasion of privacy, you know?
What's an example of a unique crime in VR?
Well, like I said, invading someone's world in particular, it really is an invasion of their privacy, just like anything else we do online. Like, you wouldn't want someone going into your bank account, or a virtual VR home or something like that, or space for people to hang out.
So how would you prosecute such a crime?
Well, it really depends on the crime, right? Like we were saying, that there's unique crimes,
Let's say the crime is trespassing and burglary. What would happen?
Well, I mean, if it's trespassing and burglary, you would probably treat it the same way you would in the real world,
So would it be up to users and their judgment?
I don't think that's a very good idea. I mean, users are very unreliable. It should be traditional law enforcement.
What about intellectual property?
Well, there's copyright and patent law and all that for that.
So this all seems speculative. So how about VR being used as of now?
Oh, well, there's a lot of real usage of VR right now for medical. If you sit down, we can talk about it for a little while.
Sure. So you're saying VR could have an impact on mental health as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. VR, it allows you to really experience something as if it were real, which could help with psychological issues.
Oh, how so?
Well, there's something that we're working on that's called virtual reality exposure therapy, where you more or less experience something in VR to then help with it in the real world.
What kind of impacts could it have?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know, but a lot of people seem to have trouble with social anxiety is a great example. They get to experience that situation without it being real.
So VR could actually affect the way we feel?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been shown that experiencing something in VR could make you feel more empathetic, is a good example.
What's a certain scene that people could like feel more empathetic?
Well, VR has been used to see what it would be like to be like someone who's homeless is a great example. And experience that in their own shoes.
So does it work?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's changed attitudes by multitudes for homelessness.
So what else could VR be used for?
I mean, the educational market is huge, right? Like,
Wait, kids can learn using VR?
I mean, video games, come on. Kids love video games.
But what's the catch with using games for learning?
Well, it depends. We've done some studies, all the little lab techs that live down in their dungeon, they've looked into it. That learning outcome gains start to diminish after a while.
That doesn't sound too good.
Yeah, but apart from games, like VR can be used as a tool for learning in different ways.
Oh, how so?
Well, I mean, it can be used to show students, places referenced in a history class. Like, how would it feel to go see ancient Egypt, right? Like, that's a great way to get people excited about it.
Well, given all these cons, would you recommend using VR in education?
I think it would be fine. I mean, I'd love to make some money off of it, It helps them visualize what they're learning in their classes.
Right. Well, that sounds pretty neat. I just never would have thought VR had such a wide array of topics.
I mean, yeah, it's a crazy field, actually. You should invest in it. Get on it now, It's completely wide open. There's so many possibilities.
More than health and education?
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's only limited to your imagination.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Oh yeah, no problem.